Well, I don't really know what to say. I'm still here. You're still here. Let's listen to some music. For today's Headphone Hideaway, I want to talk about the 2013 release from Balance and Composure, The Things We Think We're Missing. About a decade ago, there was this class of bands that kind of came out of the pop punk, emo, screamo, indie rock scene and just seemed to throw all of that stuff into a blender and kind of sprinkle it with a tinge of grunge. There was a ton of them. And while I have a pretty diverse palette when it comes to my taste in music, I didn't really give much of a shit about any of these bands. I don't know why. They just irked me. Regardless of how much stuff you like, there's always certain styles and trends that just don't resonate with you. It's natural. I'm only human. And Balance and Composure was definitely a band that came out of that sea of bands, but they really floored me with this album, to be completely honest with you. I don't know what it was. I wasn't listening to music like this. I don't listen to a lot of bands like this, but there's just something about this album and the vibe of it that I feel transcends style or genre. Super lush, dreamy, while at the same time having those elements of grunge and your somewhat pop punk stuff, indie rock stuff, maybe even like a little bit of Deftones. I don't know if I'm off the walls by saying that. Like, this band doesn't sound anything like Deftones at all. If you listen to it, it might make sense to you with some of the guitar parts and things like that. I don't know how to describe it, but I think that that's what just floored me about this album. I had never really heard anything like it at the time. I haven't really heard too much like it since, unless you want to count the like 10,000 fucking bands that ripped off this band and maybe all the other bands from this time frame that are still trying to do this shit. But this album in particular really like clicked with me super, super well. I know that a lot of people like their first album a lot, Separation. I think that's actually a really, really great album. I went back after finding this and listened to that record. I thought it was fantastic, but this one, I think I like just a little bit more from a personal perspective, although the songs on Separation are probably a little bit better. Now I'm rambling. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, if you're a fan of, alternative rock music, I'll say, and if you haven't given this band a chance, or if maybe for some reason you're like me and you thought that maybe they were just another one of those emo bands for little kids or whatever, like I thought at the time, you're wrong. And I would definitely suggest giving this a listen because it's a fantastic rock album. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I'll be back again in a couple days with another suggestion. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope y'all have a good weekend and good fucking bye. Good night. Peace.